Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Thursday at 3 o'clock. Um, I think it was last week, yes. Gosh, it's been a lot has happened. Um, I used to do these talks at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday, but last week I had to reschedule it to 3 p.m., and that actually worked out much better for most of my audience. So from henceforth, we're going to do it at 3 p.m. Um, and we are going to answer some questions about blogging and mom life and trying to live off 3 or 4 hours of interrupted sleep. um, Baby was really hungry last night, so I didn't get much sleep in. Was a lot of tossing and turning, and the girls didn't go to bed until 10 p.m. So, real hardcore mom life here, parenting life, just surviving it and getting through the day. But it's all awesome and good. Those with older children that aren't in the trenches with a 4 year old, a 2 year old, and a baby, does it get better? Do the kids go to sleep eventually? Like, I talked to my sister this morning, and her daughters are, I think, 9 and 11 or 7 and 9, around, they're older than my kids. And she says it's much better. So, any kind of encouragement would be great right now, to know that maybe not this year, but maybe in 5 years I will sleep again. That would be great. So, okay, we're on all screen here. Hi, Brooke. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Patty. Hi, Lena. Hi, Kim. Yay, Brooke says she made it. Thank you. I'm excited you're here. Kim says, do you use a child theme with your Divi theme? No, no. I just used a Divi theme. It comes with a Divi builder. So, and then it's all customizable from there. So it's very much a blank canvas where you can go and create what you want to. They do have some templates that are preloaded that you can use, and some of those are great to kind of just start with the bare bones and then add to them. But no, I just kind of create everything from scratch in Divi. I use Divi from Elegant Themes for Start a Mom Blog, and I use Extra from Elegant Themes for Mom Life Happy Life, which is actually better for that type of blog. My husband uses Thrive themes. He really likes Thrive. And I try to get him to use Divi as well, but then I realized it's better for him to test out different tools so that he gets a knowledge of like different email marketing tools, different website builders, so that we can kind of go back and forth and really test out all the tools there are so that we can review them better. All right. Um, Jocelyn says, do you have to be a mom to be here? No, no, you don't have to be a mom to be here. You just have to be interested in blogging, if you want to be here, or if you are just interested in asking me a question, that is fine too. That's mostly why people show up. For those guys, everybody who's showing up live, I want to reward you for taking the time out of your day and showing up and being here, because I know that there's a lot going on, especially like end of school activities for kids. So I'm trying something like super kind of spontaneous. I'm giving away a 50% coupon to any of my courses. I just created the coupon. It's valid for 2 hours. So from now, 3 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern, for 2 hours only, you can get 50% off any of my products. So the coupon is up in the description, and so is the link. So enjoy, and thank you for being here live. All right, let's go through some questions that I see pop up here. Rachel says, yep, not sleeping here either, or either. Hi, Desiree. Hi, Arsh. I need some encouragement, honestly. Encouragement on mom life, because I need that too, or encouragement on blogging. Either one, I can try to help. Tracy says, my 9 and 4 year-old sleep great and finally just got my 3 year-old sleeping well within the last 6 months. Okay, so it's a phase. We'll get through this. It'll get better. Cool. Audrey says, I'm so glad you're here live. I'm so confused about making a landing page on ConvertKit. All right, Audrey, let's do it. Let's create a landing page on ConvertKit. Let me open a new tab here. I'll drag it over to this side. Whoopsie. There you guys. You guys can see this. Okay. So here I am in ConvertKit. Let's go ahead and create that landing page. Here we go. There you go. Okay, login. All right, so if you want to just create a really quick landing page on ConvertKit, you can just go, look at that, Mother's Day. If you guys are wondering why there's such a big dip on those couple of days, that was Mother's Day. All right, create a new form. Then we say landing page. Okay, so you can decide on what type of landing page you want to create for your opt-in. I normally go super simple. I like this one. I've used this multiple times before. You can just create a catchy headline here. Let's say 10 best weight loss tips for flat abs. All right, you can do this. Do this while you sleep. These tips are so good, you just do them while you sleep. Okay, and then you can add an image here, so where you can upload something. So these are some images that I have. Make sure it's a small image, otherwise it might show up really large on that slot. Describe your product. Quick guide for flat abs while you sleep. All right, add a couple details, add some bullet points here. Because people glance at things. So the quicker and the easier you can make it for them to see the benefits of your product, the better it is. Or maybe you can add the bullet points here, sorry. And you also, in your freebies, to help them convert better, describe the end result. So what is your reader, how are they going to feel? How is their life going to change after they've implemented these 10 best weight loss tips for flat abs? So that's kind of what you want to emphasize. Not just the work that they're going to have to put in, because everybody knows we have to put in the work, but how is their life going to be different after they've gone through this? Then you can change the text up here. Don't subscribe is not that enticing, so download now or instant download. And then, so that's your page. In your settings, you can actually add them to a sequence. You can, in the incentive email, you can either have the media file that they're going to get, the 10 tip guide, that could be a media file on your own blog that you then upload here, or upload to your blog and then put the link here, or you can upload it directly here. Either way is fine. Then when you want to share this, you can change weight loss tips for flat abs. Have it there. And then once you're done and you've created the whole landing page, when you want to share it, and this is where most people get confused, click on the view button. And that is the URL that you're going to be sharing with other people so that they can sign up. So that's your URL to the landing page that you create on ConvertKit. And if you know anything about pretty links, it's a plugin that you can use on your blog. You can actually make this a pretty link, and then it'll redirect to this. All right, so I hope that helped. All right. Yay, thanks for all the love, guys. Thank you. Hi, Patty. Cool, let me see. Just scrolling through, getting some questions. Cool. Doreen, hi, Doreen. Lena says, I just got my date for when my post is scheduled. Oh, for Mom Life, Happy Life. Hi, Lena. Can you explain someone how to promote a guest post? It's my first and I'm overwhelmed. How to promote a guest post? The same way you would promote your own post, because you want that post to do well. Because when I go back and look at the analytics for Mom Life, Happy Life, I'm going to see which post actually did the best, and I will probably be inclined, right, to promote those more. So try to get your friends to comment on the post. You can share it on your social media. You can share it to your email list. You can even link from your blog to that guest post, the same way that I do here on Start a Mom blog. So this is what I would advise you do, Lena. After it goes live, and I believe your date is June 11th, after it goes live, you can add this logo to your homepage, and then that will link to your guest post. So you can see here I guest posted on Social Media Examiner, and that links to my guest post on Social Media Examiner. Same way with all the other ones. No, I do not want to share it. I should take those buttons off. Ooh, I'll have to see where this one went. Okay, and then like make sure you check your links every now and then to see if they're still there. Motherly. Here you go. Yay. All right, next question. Cool. Gail says, I work nights, sleep little during the day. Hard to get motivation to work on the blog. Been struggling with ideas to make money on my blog. Been working on your ebook course, but it sounds like a lot of work to make it. Yep, it is. It is a ton of work to blog and to grow a successful blog. It takes consistency. The same way you can think about like getting back in shape and taking on a new fitness routine. You're going to be exhausted. You're not going to want to do it. You know the results are there. You know that if you go to the gym and you eat healthy, you're going to see results because that's just physics. Like if your body gets less calories and you start lifting heavier, it's going to adapt and get stronger. But it takes a lot of work and it's hard to stay motivated. And the same thing with blogging. You know that if you put in the time and constantly create great content, eventually somebody's going to see you. Yeah, it's just, there's so much potential of blogging. You can grow your blog to such a wonderful like income stream. It just does take a lot of work. I know a lot of YouTubers that just consistently every single day made a YouTube video. Every day made a YouTube video, and then like on day 100, finally some things like things took off. So I don't have an easy answer. Just consistently work at it and try your best to stay motivated. Maybe you can give yourself a little prize, a little goal. Like if I finish my ebook, because that sounds like that's what you're working on. If I finish my ebook, then I can treat myself to a pedicure and manicure. But I have to do that. So you can like try to entice yourself to get work done. All right, let's go. Hello, Handri. My cousin is on. Who handit? Equipita lakadahi. Arsh says she needs encouragement on both. Okay, so on the mom life part, encouragement. If you're going through a hard time, I'm just kind of talking to myself here. This too shall pass. They're not always going to be little. It's so cute and so sweet. And one day we're going to look back and miss these days of staying up late and cuddling our babies. Every phase in life has its pros and cons. So right now it's not sleeping a lot at night, but the night is filled with sweet cuddles and sweet babies. And then eventually they'll be old enough and we can start playing board games together and talk about real life stuff. And maybe they can take pictures for my blog and help me create content or start their own YouTube channels or blogs. It's just all like continuous adaptation. I told my husband last night, I'm like, I'm sad we're getting older because now there's more phases in my life that I've gone through and that I won't go through again. So it's really kind of sad. We're like, okay, college life is done. Our early marriage years are gone. Like super baby time. We're in that right now. But one day this is going to be gone too. So just enjoy and try to be in the moment and enjoy what we have right now because it's not always going to be like this. And then blogging, encouragement for blogging. Here's some encouragement. So when I started blogging, it used to take me about 6 to 8 hours, right? Creating a blog post and creating images for it and then deciding what to do. Now I can do all that in half the time. So the more you're going to blog, the better you're going to get. I spend the same amount of time now on the blog and even less than I did in the beginning, but I make 10 times more. It's just because I found exactly what works for me, how to be more efficient at the processes. So you might be struggling right now and might be playing more and discovering what works for you, but in time you're going to get better. And it won't take that long to create a blog post or to edit a picture. It just gets better in time. Okay, Emiko. Rasmussen, thank you for signing on. How do you make time for blogging while kids are up and want to play? I want to get rid of screen time, but I'm so failing. I don't want YouTube kids being their nanny. My girls are 8 and 4, and I'm full-time working mom as well. That is hard, Amiko. So I have a very long, lengthy blog post right here that shows you exactly, where is it? I think it's up here. A little bit more up. Here, time management tips for moms, and I'll drop the link in the comments. These are the different schedules I've gone through as I've grown my blog and as I've gone from 1 baby to 2 babies to 3 babies. I currently now have a nanny that comes in part-time. She helps me so that I have 3 or 4 solid hours in the afternoon to just zone in on the blog and work undisturbed. That gives me the morning with the kids and then the nighttime with the kids, but 4 hours a day I can work on the blog. It goes through phases. Like maybe one day I won't need an extra set of hands, but I do need some help right now. Before I got help, it was mostly blogging early in the mornings, so super, super early before they woke up, or late at night. But I sacrificed a lot of sleep and a lot of time with my husband. So if you can afford to get some help or to outsource something, that is very helpful. If not, it is going to be those very hard, difficult times of finding time early in the morning or late at night. Or if you can't get to blogging that week, you can ask your friends to do a guest post on your blog. You can repurpose content you already have. So don't always try to make new content. Think about how you can reuse the same content you already have. So for example, I have this blog post on time management for mommies. I can do an entire live where I just walk through this post. So I can do an entire video. I think that's what I did here. And then you can embed that video in the blog post and put it on YouTube. So that's 2 different places where you can showcase this video, on Facebook and on YouTube. On your blog, you can create an infographic. You can create printables that they can download, like these little sheets. What else? You can do a little podcast with a friend talking about time management tips. So think about all the different ways that you can take one piece of content and repurpose it, so you're not constantly creating new stuff, but you're just creating new stuff but in a different form, the same things in a different form. So here's a cool little building blocks of blogging infographic I made, and then I included some pictures of our life. This is a meaty post, and that's me 38 weeks pregnant, almost at the end there. All right. So I hope that helps. It's not easy, Amiko. It's worth it. It takes time. But same thing with motherhood. It's not easy, but we do it. All right. So Brooke, I knew somebody's going to ask me. Brooke says, I'd love to hear a little about what you have done in regards to GDPR, which is tomorrow. I've been getting a lot of emails from people stating I need to confirm my subscription in order to continue receiving their emails. I wondered if I did this too, my email list will drastically reduce and all my hard work to build it is going down the drain. I'm confused. So Brooke, I'll go through exactly what I did for GDPR. I am not a lawyer. I am not an expert on this topic. I'm just doing what I think is the best thing to do right now. I'm kind of standing back, honestly, a little bit and not giving advice for my audience because I don't want people to come to me for GDPR. I want them to go to a lawyer or to somebody a little more versed in this. But this is what I've done. You're welcome to do the same thing. But let me go through. Okay, so what I first did was in ConvertKit, I can segment out what subscribers are from the EU, from the European Union. So I segmented them out and then I emailed them specifically and asked them, do you still want to be on my list? And in that email, I provided a link where they can say, yes, I still want to be on your list and receive your weekly newsletters. So then they click that, and the people who click that are tagged as EU confirmed subscribers or whatever tag I gave them. And those people I will keep on my list. Everybody who does not click that link or do not open that email, I'll delete them by tomorrow morning. So they probably have a couple more hours to click that link. So you don't have to, I'm not broadcasting my entire list. I'm only broadcasting the people who are in the EU. So for me, out of my entire list, that was about 2,000 people. It's probably a little bit less for you. So yes, it would be scary to ask your entire list to opt in. And this might be coming for the US. The same kind of rules might be coming for our country. But for now, just segment out the EU subscribers and ask them to reconfirm. Then I updated my privacy policy. So that is now lengthy and includes a lot of verbiage in it. You're welcome to go check it out. It's right on my blog at the top disclosure. And then lastly, I updated my opt-in verbiage. So there's two camps. Well, there's probably multiple camps, but two big camps. Some people say you have to have checkboxes and actually enable those checkboxes so that people can confirm they've read your privacy policy and they're subscribing to your newsletter. And then there's some people that say you can just change the verbiage. So I'm just changing the verbiage for now. If I do need to add checkboxes, I will. You can do what you think is right and consult a lawyer. I'm not your lawyer. And then what's the last thing I did? Gosh, it was on the tip of my tongue. What was the last thing I did? Anyway, I'll share the post with you that have gone around and people really like it. It's from Thrive Themes, smart way to make your opt-in forms and email marketing GDPR compliant. So read this, really, really good post. I would rather you blame Sean, who wrote this post, for giving you GDPR advice instead of me. So the link's at the bottom, Brooke. It takes about 10 minutes to read through, really good post. I would advise going with that one. Yeah, Anu, yeah, you're right. You only have to target EU subs. Ashley says, I tried doing a blog then they tried to charge me a ton of money. I love writing and I wish I could figure out how to get paid for it. Yep. So blogging, the biggest cost that you have to invest in the beginning is on your self-hosted site. So that means you own your content. You're paying for server space so that somebody can host your videos and your writing and your content. And then you actually have ownership of it. You could turn your own computer into a server, but sometimes you turn it off and then your whole site would go down. It's not as reliable and it's very technical. I wouldn't even do it. So I use SiteGround. I have some tutorials on my blog if you want to start it out. But yeah, and then initially you don't, like, I know I have courses and ebooks, but you don't have to. You can DIY all this. You can figure it out. If you have the time to go through a ton of YouTube videos and all the content on my blog, which is very helpful, you can start for very minimally start your blog. Honestly, the biggest cost you have to pay for is hosting. And then as you write more and more, Ashley, people are going to start seeing you. You have to share that content on Facebook and on Pinterest and on social media. And then you can also use your blog to like kind of improve your writing. So yes. I also have a blog post here if you want to figure out how you can start making money with your blog. I have to remember, like, some of my audience on this live are a little bit more advanced and some are a little bit more in the beginning phases of blogging. So do excuse me if I'm talking about something that you already know. Here on my homepage, there's a blog post here that goes into detail how you can actually monetize your blog. So I have left you the link at the bottom, Ashley. Hi, Kristen. Brooke, yeah, so some people might be emailing their entire list. I believe it's if the person who's listed if they're in the UK, they actually have to email their entire list. So you might be getting emails from people who actually live in the UK and have to comply with GDPR rules for their entire list. So that might be it. Or some people are just emailing their entire list to clean out house. Um, okay. Patty says she needs to update privacy policies now, but not sure how. You're welcome to go look over the verbiage I've included in mine, and see if you want to take out snippets of that. Um, I'm not a lawyer. So if you want to get perfect verbiage and all GDPR things, I would consult a lawyer. And that's what everybody's saying. At the top of their GDPR, um, what do you call it, articles, everybody's like, oh, consult a lawyer first. Where is that? The one I just shared with you. Here. The one from Thrive Themes. Here you go. Disclaimer. I'm not a lawyer and this post does not contain legal advice. So that's kind of what I'm saying as well. Alinka says, any advice on Google rankings, Susie? My blog is crawled, indexed, but not ranking so far or coming up in Google much. It's only like 3 or 4 weeks old, so it'll take time, right? Yes. Alinka, definitely. There's a lot of factors that go into search engine optimization or SEO in Google rankings. The age of your blog is one of them. The number of backlinks you have of other websites linking to your blog is another big factor. So because your blog's only 3 or 4 weeks old, there's probably not that many blogs or big blogs that are linking back to you. Because Google likes that statistic because that's something you can't really control. You can ask somebody to link back to you, but it's still in their control if they're going to put a link on their big website going back to your blog. So Google likes that because that's something you can't control that much. They also look at how much content you have on your blog, if it's all cohesive. If it's all kind of all over the place, it's hard to see what you should rank for. The length of your post is also a factor. So if they're only like 200 words, probably not going to rank. If they're like 2,000 words, much more likely to get a better ranking spot. In post by number, which is with the coupon shared earlier, is like $4.50 right now if you want to get post by number. But the coupon code for 50% off is only valid for another hour and a half if you guys are interested in any of my courses. So post by number shows you exactly what I do to my posts to make them rank well. And then lastly, another factor that Google likes and looks at is social proof. So how many shares does your blog post have? How many comments does it have? All those things actually go into ranking it as well. I don't know the exact algorithm. I wish I could like write it up for you and like C plus B squared plus D all over AB or whatnot equals number one spot in Google. But I don't know it. But I do know that my articles that do really well on social, they rank really well too. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right. Rachel says, I just started my own Pinterest virtual assistant business this morning. Any advice for promoting it? This morning. Congratulations, Rachel. That's awesome. I'm so glad you just launched this morning. Pinterest virtual assistant. So what you could do, what a lot of people are doing currently, like doing Facebook ad agencies. And I was thinking like people can do that for Pinterest too and for Google, and they probably do, but it's just not that prevalent. Most people like talk about all these like running Facebook ads to an offer and then giving more clients to the business. But Rachel, what you could do is go to local businesses and ask them if you can get them more customers by building a Pinterest page for them, a Pinterest profile. So a lot of people are doing that with Facebook. Why don't you do it with Pinterest? You can take your Pinterest virtual assistants and go to local businesses, or you can reach out to, because you're virtual, you can reach out to big Instagrammers. Maybe they have a big Instagram following, but they don't have a Pinterest account. Or maybe they have a really big blog, but they don't have a Pinterest side to it. So look at those bloggers that might not know about that untapped potential of Pinterest. So that could be one way you can get really good clients. Secondly, you can go into big Facebook groups that have a lot of bloggers in them and then ask them if you can be their assistant. You probably want to do it if you have a lot of testimonials already and you have some credibility. That's fantastic. If you don't, you might want to do it for a really low price or free for your first, like, say, 5 clients. Build up amazing testimonials, and then you can start charging a lot more money. But you do have to hustle a little bit in the beginning and get those testimonials. Okay. Taryn says, I go to the library at night to work on my blog twice a week. Yep, that's awesome. Before I had help, I asked my hubby if I could have like Thursday nights and go to Starbucks and just have some quiet mom time or just quiet me time where I could think. And then I would work on the blog too. So before I had help, I would sporadically ask my mom-in-law to help. My mom would come help. John would help. It was just understanding that I can't do it all, and I had to ask other people to come and play with my kids because, I mean, they're awesome and they're fun. So play with my kids for a little bit, and I can go and just decompress and do some me stuff. Okay. Okay, Amiko says, another question. Would you happen to know a blogger who does bilingual blog or mixing 2 languages or has 2 languages on the blog? Yes, I do. I can't remember who it was. And I thought it was really well done. Let me search for it and see if I can get that example to you. Hi, Paula. Hi, Megan. Okay, Alinka says, by the way, new update on my blogging process. My toddler poured his juice, on my MacBook. It's completely dead. I do everything on my phone now. Canva prints, posts, everything. Moms, we can do it. Determination. Yep, Alinka, that's so right. You're so, so right. I had my toddler, my little girl. I picked her up. I was sitting at the dining room table trying to answer some emails, and I picked her up, and she spilled this entire bottle of water all over my laptop, and it died instantly. I put it in a bed of rice. I put it outside. I hoped it could dry out. Nothing worked, but thank goodness I used Dropbox for everything and Google Docs. So all of my documents, all my pictures, everything is on Dropbox and Google Docs. And I would advise that you do the same because it's super helpful in case something happens to your hardware, everything's backed up. I also use LastPass to back up all my passwords because it's so easy once you're investing in all these services, and especially like your WordPress password and your hosting password and your email service password. It's great to have one place to store it all. I believe we're still on the free account for LastPass. So that's a great time saver. Dropbox, Google Docs, which is free. What else? Those are pretty much my lifesavers. And then Gmail canned responses. That's another one. Ooh, Megan says they might be moving back to Jacksonville next week. There's a house at the end of the street that's for sale. So you guys are welcome to come live there. And yeah, so you guys can move back to the same neighborhood and we can be neighbors again, Megan. Yay! Elizabeth says drive the car. Okay. Good comment. Don't know, that's probably in regards to something I said earlier. Tammy says with the new GDPR policies, don't we have to disclose on opt-ins that the person will be added to our email list? Tammy, from my understanding, they actually, yes, you do have to disclose to them that they'll be on your email list, but from my understanding, they actually have to opt in to your email list and to your opt-in. Like, they're 2 different consents. Or not to your email list, but to your newsletter and to your opt-in. But if you send emails related to your opt-in, that's still related to the object that they downloaded. So those would be consented to. Anyway, I'm not an expert in this. I'm not going to go into detail. There's still so much gray area of like what some experts are saying on this side and what some experts are saying on the other side. GDPR stuff is just stressing me out. All right. Oh, so yeah, the last thing that I wanted to touch on the GDPR stuff is in ConvertKit, there's actually a setting. So here, if you go into your account settings, hopefully this doesn't showcase like something personal. Oh, that's probably not good. How do I like make that smaller? There you go. There you go. Anyway, there's a setting under your account that says don't show to anyone, show all subscribers after they opt in, show only to subscribers currently in the EU. So that's the subscriber consent form. That's what you can do. That's one thing for in ConvertKit itself, that just for EU subscribers, it shows them additional consents that they have to go through to be on your email list. Patty says, where do you recommend getting inexpensive stock images for posts? So Patty, I love taking my own stock images. I like using my DSLR camera that we actually bought for my first baby when I had my first baby, to take pretty pictures of her. I use that camera to take pretty stock images, and that's what I use for most of my pin images. If I don't have an image that goes well with the post, here you go. I have a little folder here. I use stocksnap.io. That's one place to get images, especially for the post on Mom Life, Happy Life. I don't always have a post that goes along with the topic that somebody guest posted on, so I go to stocksnap.io. That's one place. I also go to pexels.com, so you can see here already on the hashtag mom or the search term mom, and then Pixabay is another one that I use for stock images. All right, so those 3 websites, I'll drop you links below so it's just easier. Pixabay, Pexels, and then stocksnap.io. Okay. Audrey says, how do we install an elegant theme on our blog? Okay, how do you install elegant themes? You actually, once you have purchased elegant themes, you actually get Divi and Extra and all the different themes that is under the elegant themes library. So you get all these beautiful themes, and this is how you can create. Oh, it's just gorgeous what you can do with your website. It's just so cool. If you guys haven't noticed lately, I've updated my homepage a little bit, so let me know what you think. After you have purchased it, you go ahead and join. You can buy it per year. It's $98, or for lifetime access, it's $250. This is a great deal if you know you're going to blog for more than 2 years or 2 to 3 years. Lifetime access is fantastic. I do have an affiliate link for Divi if you're thinking about getting Divi. It's startamomblog.com/Divi. After you sign up, let's go ahead and log in, and I'll show you. Okay, you're logged in. You can download the theme that you want. So go ahead and download Divi. It'll download as a plugin, not as a plugin, as a zip file to your computer, and then go into the back end of your blog. Once you have that zip file downloaded from Elegant Themes, go into the back end, go into Appearance, Themes. I always get nervous like logging into the back end of my software and tools, like I'm going to show something that I shouldn't show. Go to Appearance, Themes, go to Add New, and this is where you're going to upload that theme. So click on Upload Theme. You're going to choose that file that you just downloaded from Elegant Themes and click on Install Now. And that's how you install the Divi theme. And then there's much more to like actually customizing it once you have it installed, but this is how you install it. Elizabeth says take cat naps. Yep, that helps. Alex says, do you have an example of your media kit and what to charge companies? Alex, I really don't do a lot of sponsor posts. With kids, it's hard for me to have something that has a deadline. So I'm not very much, I don't like sponsor posts very much. When people do reach out to me to do a sponsor post, I give them an exorbitant big price tag, and then they don't ask me again. And a lot of times, I just had one today where somebody asked for a sponsor post on linens They're like a big company in Amazon and they sell bed linens and they want me to blog about it. So a lot of times it just doesn't fit with my Start a Mom blog. I think they see mom in the URL and they're like, well, moms use linens, so I'm going to target her. So I'm not very much into sponsor posts, which they're good to do, just not my favorite. Okay, Amiko says, great. She thinks it's a smart idea. Awesome, thank you. Kirpa says she's following. We'll watch later. Thank you. Caitlin says, I just hopped on. I don't know what you're talking about right now, but I have a question about how to pin your blog on Pinterest to get more traffic. All right, so how do we go from the blog to Pinterest? Okay, so I have the easiest way I do it is I use Chrome, and then I have this little Pinterest Chrome extension. So Pinterest Chrome extension. So I have that. Here you go. I'll just share this link with you guys. Chrome is awesome to use. So once I go into a blog post, let's see this one, super simple weekly planner. We'll go into this post. So here you can see I have my pin image, which is enormous. I have a video. I have more massive images. And then if you click on this Pinterest Chrome extension, it'll pull up all the images that's in that post. So this is an easy way to see, okay, which image do you want to pin to Pinterest? This one is my Pinterest image. I'll click on save. And then I'll save it to the board that I want it to go to. So let's see, Mommy Blogger Top Picks, we can save it to there and go ahead and click save. So that's how you get your image from your blog back to Pinterest. That's one way. There's multiple ways. That's just a very easy and simple way to do it. Go ahead and click on see it now. And you can see your image is on Pinterest. It's under Mommy Blogger Top Picks board. And there it is. See, it's not some black magic. You just go to your blog post. Hopefully it has images in it. Hopefully your pin image is already in it. Click on the little Pinterest Chrome extension. Click on the image you want to pin. And then put it on Pinterest. There you go. Hi, Christy. Cool. Caitlin says, can you get a host after you already started your blog on WordPress? Okay, so here I'm going to completely confuse you. There are two WordPresses, and I was confused with this at first too. I'm like, what do you mean start your blog with WordPress? Like, I just did that. And they're like, no, you didn't do it on the right WordPress. So there's WordPress.com, which is free, and you can pay for hosting through WordPress.com, but it's way expensive. Or WordPress.org, which makes your blog look like this in the back end. WordPress.org needs a self-hosted company to actually host those files. So you have WordPress.org, the builder, but you need to host those files somewhere, and that's the hosting company that you use. I do have a blog post that explains this because it could get a little tricky. Because why did nobody tell me that there's two WordPresses? All right, so your question was, can you get a host after you already started your blog on WordPress? If you started on WordPress.com, yes, you can still transfer it over. .com to, okay, now that's gonna, I'm gonna find the blog post for you. There you go. So how to transfer your blog from WordPress.com to WordPress.org. This is probably what you're asking about. How to get it from the free WordPress to the paid WordPress. There is the link. And then in this article right here, how to start a mom blog, free guide, I go through the terminology of trying to explain what a hosting company is, what your domain name is, all that. It's down here somewhere. Here you go. So I try to explain it in a visual, like your hosting company is your landlord. That's who you pay per month to actually host your files. WordPress.org is your apartment. That's where you build your your blog, and then your domain name is your address. That's how people find your blog. So you can go ahead and look at the verbiage here, and there's a ton of help and tips in this post as well. So I hope that helps, Caitlin. Alexis says, hey, Susie. Hey, Alexis. Okay, Unsplash. Cool. Is that another one? Unsplash. Looks like I've been there before. For images. So Unsplash is probably another really good one for really, really pretty images. I like it. Thanks for the tip, JR. Okay, not that one. We'll go through that one quickly. Okay, we'll add this to my little folder there. Okay. Haley, you are so right. Waiting for SEO efforts to show up can be so frustrating, but the payoff is worth it. And sometimes, like, you might be trying to rank for something, and then you don't even know. A post that took you about 30 minutes to write, that one starts ranking. So sometimes Google, like, you can't predict exactly what they're going to do. Look at this one. Minimalism for moms. Where is it? There you go. Look, I'm number 2 for minimalism for moms. I'm just right under becomingminimalist.com, which is all about minimalist. I'm above the minimalistmom.com. I don't know how I'm ranking for minimalism for moms. So just case in point, like, how did I rank for this one? I guess Google just really likes this article. So it's not always perfect, a formula. Sometimes Google, maybe I have a ton of comments on this article. Maybe I did really well on social. Like, maybe there's other things that they looked for. Because if you go through and look at this article, it's pretty quick. It's not that 5,000 word article. That's it. It's done. This one ranks number 2. I don't know. But I did well in minimalism for moms. Caitlin says, yes, I see your comments. Hi. Jessica says, thank you. Thanks for recommending my course. You're sweet. Haley says, I missed a coupon. I think it's still active, Haley. So if I go here, let me double check. It's active. It should be active until 5 o'clock. And I should probably go to like a incognito video or window. Let's see if this works. Sorry, guys. I just want to double check that coupon code still works if you guys want 50% off anything. Let's go blog by number, enroll in course. Okay, so I'm going to copy paste this coupon. Yeah, okay, so the coupon code still works. You have until 5 p.m. to use it. There you go. You can get the whole blog by number course for $48. Arsh says, any tips on narrowing down to actual topics to write from a general niche? Yeah, Arsh, what you could do, what is your general niche? How would you can find something that, okay, so my husband does personal finance stuff, but personal finance is such a broad topic. You can either, like, niche down to the type of person you're talking to or the type of person you want to help. So he can do personal finance just for dads or personal finance for corporate Americans or corporate people. That could be a way that you niche to the audience, or you can niche to a subtopic within, say, for example, personal finance, just talking about investing and stock trading. So how do you actually take all the money that you've saved with your personal finance budgeting and tips and tricks, take that money and make it grow and work harder for you? So within your topic, see if you can niche down to either a specific type of audience or a specific type of topic. It could be either one. kind of like I did for blogging. I focused on moms. Yay, Rachel says get her course while it's 50% off. Great deal. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'm very spontaneous. Sorry, guys. 4 or 5 hours of sleep, I can't talk. So, hopefully you guys like the coupon. I'm awarding you for showing up live. I really appreciate it. It's nice to have people here to chat with. All right. I have a blog and I have physical products, baked goods, Alexis says. I do subscription boxes. Awesome. Any tips on how to promote? Ooh, yeah. So I actually had, Alexis, I had gosh, what is their box called? I had a subscription service reach out to me to promote one of their bloggers. So one of their boxes. So what you could do is go to big influencers in your space or whoever you're targeting, like food bloggers for you, and send them a box for free. So in exchange that they do like an unboxing video. I know you probably know about this, but go look at even smaller food bloggers or big food bloggers and try to build up that momentum of people opening your box and seeing what's inside of it. So you're going to be hustling a little bit in the beginning and giving away product for free, but that's going to help you get more people back to your product. That's so fun. A lot of people are doing like the subscription boxes. I love them. I actually have Ipsy, these are like the Ipsy bags, and Birchbox. They're both makeup. I just find it fun because I don't really get a lot of time to go to the store and just kind of browse around. And I'm not a big makeup person, but I do like playing around with it. So it's nice to get like a little gift in the mail every month. So awesome ideas. Alexis, if you want to send me a box, maybe I can do a little unboxing video for you. That'd be fun. Okay, Kim says, moving to Jacksonville from Rhode Island the second week in July. Cool. Cool, yeah. If you're in Jacksonville, come say hi. I'm home with the kids. Cool. Mike says, just bought Post by Numbers. Thanks for the coupon. You're welcome. Thank you for the $4.50, Mike. I appreciate it. And my mom is on. Hello, moms. I hope everything's going well. Maybe I see you this weekend, Mama. Maybe. There you go. Amiko says the blog by number course also includes amazing photos. Yes, it does. Some of my favorite stock images that I've taken are in it. Ooh, Lizzie says I'm loving the divider on the sections in the Divi at the moment. Yes, I love it too. If you guys want to know what we're talking about, these are the sweet, fancy little dividers. Look at that little slant right there. That's new. Little divider right there. It makes it look so professional. Like I would have no idea how to do this if it wasn't for the Divi builder. Like that's like some crazy CSS code. But you can see here I'm making the site look a little bit more fancy with all my cool dividers. I hope you guys like it. Cool. Oh, Chrissy says, can you drop the link to Post by Number and the deal you have running? Yep. So Post by Number is, I think I have it here. There you go. You can just go to this link right here, Christy, and then the coupon code is right in the description at the top. It's Go Live 50 off. You just copy and paste it, click on Enroll in Course, and at the checkout page, you can insert that coupon code. I can't because I'm already logged in. All right, let's see. We are a couple more questions, like 2 more questions, and then I'm going to go make another cup of coffee. Kim says, extension of my first post. I do last extensions for a side business and looking to make something of that when I get out there. I feel like my blog is saturated in the blog world. Do you think incorporating my lash business somehow could be helpful in making it stand out? All right, not that page. Let's go to... All right, so do you think incorporating my lash business somehow would be helpful in making it stand out? So I think you said that you want to do mom life. Let me go back up to yours. I want to make a blog about mom life, moving with 2 kids, making friends, fitting in. You could start, Kim, your blog be a little bit more lifestyle focused, where you could blog about the different topics of kids, moving, fitting in, and your lash business. But eventually you might want to niche down. You're welcome to start kind of a little broad and then find really what you want to talk about. Maybe you can do like makeup for moms. That could be a more niche site. Just if you're too broad, people don't know what to come to your blog for. They might be confused, like this is just another general blog. You want to niche down into some kind of specific topic so that people really know, okay, that's the blog I go to for kids activities for my 4-year-old or 3-year-old. As an example, and I use this one often because she does a great job. So Susie from Busy Toddler really focuses on activities for little kids. So you can see there's not stuff on makeup here or moving with kids or fitness. She focuses on creating activities for kids, and it does super well. And she has an ebook that she sells as well. So she does really, really well with this. And I creep on her all the time because I wish I could be that creative and just blog about all the cool stuff I do with my kids. If I had more time, I would probably start an activity blog like this. This is so fun. So if, in the beginning, you're welcome to blog about everything, but in time, do niche down to a specific topic. Once you're comfortable with blogging, it's okay to start broad in the beginning because you're going to learn how to set up a website. You're going to learn how to promote on Pinterest. You're going to learn a lot of things that when you're ready to refine, you'll have spent that time actually learning more about blogging and the activities that go into it and not stressing about blogging perfectly. There's a little slogan or a little quote that you can remember is like refine over time. So hopefully that helps. All right. Hi, Mariella. Hi, how are you doing? Last question. Danielle says, do you have to use an email list company like ConvertKit when you start? When I started, Danielle, I used MailChimp. I used them for the first 3 or 4 months. Well, initially I used Gmail, and then I tried to email like 200 people off Gmail, and Gmail blocked me because you're not supposed to email that many people. It's spammy, and I was being spammy. Danielle, then I moved to MailChimp. I used them for a couple months until I knew I wanted to really be serious about my blog and I'm okay investing money. And then I moved to ConvertKit from MailChimp. So if you're just starting out, I've heard good things about MailerLite as well. You can use one of those companies, and when you're ready, use ConvertKit or something a little bit more advanced. But I completely get it. In the beginning, you just want to use something that's free and kind of prove to yourself if you're into this blogging thing for the long term. And then when you're ready, you can switch over. But I'm not here to like pressure you and be like, do ConvertKit right now, pay your $30. No, when you're ready, switch over. Now the last question. Tiffany says, I started in WordPress.com. Would you recommend switching? Yes. I would recommend switching from WordPress.com to WordPress.org and getting a self-hosted site. I do have a link here on how to transfer your blog from WordPress.com to WordPress.org easily. So this is for you, Tiffany. And then that's honestly the only thing. You just need a self-hosted site where you can control it and manage all the content. And then from there, you can add on different softwares and services as you need them. But start slow in the beginning and then refine over time. I hope that helps today. You guys, thank you so much for signing on and being here with me today. The coupon up in the description is only valid for another hour. So if you do want any of my products, any of my courses for 50% off, it's my way of saying thank you for showing up today. I'm not going to be promoting this coupon code anywhere else. So pretty much only you guys who are on here today know about it. And then hope you take advantage of it. Anyway, thank you so much for being here today. I hope everything goes well, and I will see you guys next week. All right. Where do I sign off?